friends, welcome to Sanjosh Activity Academy. Before that, my kind request is please subscribe this channel, like my video. If you have any comments, share it in the comment box. And share this video to your friends and relatives. Come friends, we can go to the video. Today we are going to see Geography Chapter 2, Physical Features of India. In this video we are going to see part 2 of our last video. The contents which we are going to see in this video are the continuation of major physiographic divisions of India and do you know? Now last video we have seen first two major physiographic divisions of India. In this video we are going to see the Peninsular Plateau. The Peninsular Plateau is a tableland which is composed of old crystalline, igneous and metamorphic rocks. It was formed due to the breaking and drifting of the Gondwana land and thus making it a part of the oldest landmasses. The plateau has broad and shallow valleys and rounded hills. This plateau consists of two broad divisions, namely the Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The part of the Peninsular Plateau lying to the north of the Narmada River, covering a major role of the Malwa Plateau, is known as the Central Highlands. The Vindhyan range is bounded by the Satpura range on the south and the Aravallis on the northwest. The further westward extension gradually merges with the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. The flow of rivers draining this region, namely the Chambal, the Sindh, the Betwa and the Ken, is from southwest to northeast, thus indicating the slope. The Central Highlands are wider in the west but narrower in the east. The eastward extensions of this plateau are locally known as the Bundelkhand and Baghelkhand. The Chotanagpur Plateau marks the further eastward extension drained by the Damodar River. The Deccan Plateau is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the river Narmada. The Satpura range flanks its broad base in the north, while the Mahadev, the Kaimur Hills and the Maikal range from its eastern extensions. The Deccan Plateau is higher in the west and slopes gently eastwards. An extension of the plateau is also visible in the northeast, locally known as the Meghalaya, Karbi Anglong Plateau and North Kachar Hills. It is separated by a fault from the Chotanagpur Plateau. Three prominent hill ranges from the west to the east are the Garo, the Khasi and the Jaintia hills. The western Ghats and the eastern Ghats mark the western and eastern edges of the Deccan Plateau respectively. Western Ghats lie parallel to the western coast. They are continuous and be crossed through passes only. The Western Ghats are higher than the Eastern Ghats. Their average elevation is from 900 to 1600 meters as against 600 meters of the Eastern Ghats. The Eastern Ghats stretch from the Mahanadi Valley to the Nilgiris in the south. The Western Ghats are discontinuous and irregular and dissected by the rivers draining into the Bay of Bengal Sea. The Western Ghats cause orographic rain by facing the rain-bearing moist winds to rise along the western slope of the Ghats. The Western Ghats are known by different local names. The height of the Western Ghats progressively increases from north to south. This is the picture of Peninsular Plateau. This is the picture of Central Highlands. This is the picture of the Deccan Plateau. This is the picture of Eastern Ghats. This is the picture of Western Ghats. The highest peaks include the Anai Mudi, which is of 2695 meters, and the Doda Betta, which is of 2637 meters. Mahendragiri, which is of 1501 meters, is the highest peak in the Eastern Ghats. Shavrai Hills and the Javadi Hills are located to the southeast of the Eastern Ghats. One of the distinct features of the Peninsular Plateau is the black soil area known as Deccan Trap. This is of volcanic origin, hence the rocks are igneous. Actually, these rocks are denuded over time and responsible for the formation of black soil. The Aravalli Hills lie on the western and northwestern margins of the Peninsular Plateau. These are highly eroded and are found as broken hills. They are extended from Gujarat to Delhi in a southwest to northeast direction. Next, we are going to see the Indian Desert. The Indian Desert lies towards the western margins of the Aravalli Hills. It is an undulating sandy plain covered with sand dunes. This region receives very low rainfall below 150 millimeter per year. It has arid climate with low vegetation cover. Streams appear during the rainy season. Soon after, they disappear into the sand as they do not have enough water to reach the sea. Luni is the only largest river in this region. Barchans, who are crescent-shaped dunes, cover larger area, but longitudinal dunes become more prominent near the Indo-Pakistan boundary. This is the picture of our Thar Desert, which is also known as the Indian Desert. Next, we are going to see the coastal plains. The Peninsular Plateau is flanked by a stretch of narrow coastal strips running along the Arabian Sea on the west and the Bay of Bengal on the east. The western coast, sandwiched between the Western Ghats and the Arabian Sea, is a narrow plain. It consists of three sections, which are the northern part of the coast is called the Konkan, which extends from Mumbai to Goa. The central stretch is called the Kannad Plain, while the southern stretch is referred to as the Malabar coast. The plains along the Bay of Bengal are wide and level. In the northern part, it is referred to as the Northern Sirka, while the southern part is known as the Coromandel coast. Large rivers such as the Mahanadi, the Godavari, the Krishna and the Kaveri have formed extensive delta on this coast. Lake Chilika is an important feature along the eastern coast. This is the picture of coastal plains which is located in India. We go on with the islands. This group of islands is composed of small coral islands. Earlier, they were known as Lakedev, Minicoy and Amindev. In 1973, these were named as Lakshadweep Islands. It covers small area of just 32 square kilometer. Kavarati Island is the main administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. This island group has great diversity of flora as well as fauna. The Piti Island, which is uninhabited, as the bird sanctuary. They are bigger in size and are more numerous and scattered. The entire group of islands is divided into two broad categories, the Andaman in the north and the Nicobar in the south. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountains. These island groups are of great diversity of flora and fauna in this group of islands too. These islands lie close to equator and experience equatorial climate and a thick forest cover. This is the picture of Andaman. A detailed account of the different physiographic units highlights the unique feature of each region. The mountains are the major sources of water and forest wealth. The northern plains are the granaries of the country. They provide the base for early civilizations. The plateau is a storehouse of minerals, which has played a crucial role in the industrialization of the country. The coastal region and the island groups provide sites for fishing and port activities. Thus, the diverse physical features of this land have immense future possibilities of development. This is the picture of Nicobar. Here we are moving on with Do you know? Majuli in the Brahmaputra river is the largest inhabited riverine island in the world. Doab is made up of two words which are do and its meaning is two. Ab, the meaning is water. Similarly, Punjab is also made up of two words, punch and ab. The word punch meaning is 5 and ab's meaning is water. The Chilika Lake is the largest saltwater lake in India. It lies in the state of Odisha to the south of the Mahanadi Delta. India's only active volcano is found on Barren Island in Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. This is the picture of Majuli. This is the picture of the Lake Chilika. At last, my kind request is please subscribe this channel, like my video. If you have any comments, share it in the comment box and share this video to your friends and relatives.